Join Mike and I on New Year's Eve, and you'll get the brand new design, and then you've got the hat trick. Right there is your trip. That's your trio you want. You want this one, you want the 2020 coming up, and then you want to join us New Year's Eve, this coming year, coming up into it, and get the new coin of next year, and then you've got the 3 most significant coins that they're going to produce in terms of the American Silver Eagle. Okay, so Mike, here's what we're going to do. Guys, stay on the line for this. I know we're busy. If you can, you've got the flex pay. You can get it at home. Do your own research if you'd like to. But now we have the 87, same exact story. Again, if you go back to this chart, you guys, Mike just explained it. It's literally hot off the presses. Literally, they thought all of these had been minted in Philadelphia. Come to find out, oh my goodness, in 86 and 87, they were minted in San Francisco. And you would have no clue unless they got this, because they're unmarked. So you have to have that. So Mike, what I think is, how many people's world are rocked because they realize they have an incorrect marked coin?
Yes, that's everybody's. And here's the other situation: as you review the information as you see it here, if you bought the 86 and now buy the 87, you now have the complete San Francisco mint set. The only 2 years that were made exclusively at San Francisco.
Right.
The 86 and 87.
That's crazy. It. That is crazy.
Every other year was either made at West Point or, West Point, San Francisco. And then when you look down that, you see some of the years there were some at West Point, some at San Francisco, but you can't differentiate.
Right.
Back then.
And then I think it's hilarious that Philly doesn't actually even start producing them until 2015.
Right. Until 2015, the emergency, basically the 2015 the supplemental minting of 2015 But as you can see here, the only year that they were specifically and exclusively made at the San Francisco Mint was 1986 and 1987.
Right here in the top.
The other cool thing is you get the complete set here. You can get 100% the complete set of these when you buy the 86 and now buy the 87 that goes with it at $139.95. The 87 is a little easier to get. That's why it's only $139.95. It's a little easier to get than the 86, and on top of that, the 86, I can tell you right now, even incorrectly labeled, that the price that we had on the 86 is, I think, spectacular, because people are going to have to reholder, and reholdering's as expensive as holdering. So all of a sudden, every Silver Eagle now carries a tax or a penalty, if you will, of $30 to $50 to correctly identify them. These are out there; they're correctly identified, and nobody else can do it. You can't reholder them in the San Francisco Bridge core right here, because that's 100% exclusive to me. So this finishes the set. Okay, so you have 86, 87, the first and the last, the Alpha Omega. This coin right here, the only 2 American Silver Eagles, and the only 2 years that the Americans, because even all the proof Silver Eagles were made at San Francisco.
Oh, that's
so for
crazy.
The first 2 years of the program, people didn't even know that. Well, they knew the proof part, but they didn't know that only the San Francisco Mint made the very first American Silver Eagle. Same thing with Mint State 70s here. I'll bring them out, but they're going to be $800 or $900. Same thing. The United States government just does not make. We graded 1,000 1986 Silver Eagles. We got 2170.
Oh, geez, oh, Pete.
2170.
I'm sure you had little tears coming down the side of your face on that one.
Of them grade 69.
Really? No kidding.
Yeah.
And guys, remember, you're going to get the letters to go with it. That really gives you the history and the background story. It's so cool. I mean, this to me is what makes coin collecting exciting, is these, it's like every time when Mike's on, it's like this really neat treasure hunt. And then all of a sudden you go, what? Like, it's so neat. And for many of you say, okay, I don't get it. It's okay. If you order it, remember, now this is really insane. We are now in our extended return policy. You can get this home. Oh yeah, no, this is good, Mike, because last time you and I were on together, we were not in extended, right? Here's what happens. Get this at home. You can hang on to it till the end of January. Watch what happens as we get closer and closer, even in the next couple weeks. This is a brand new story, you guys. Yeah, honestly, my producer said it. You're going to wish you got more. You 100% want to get the 86. If you can use our flex, get the 87. And watch the news and watch what's going to happen as everybody finds out this out. This just happened. So not even, like, very few people even know this happens. It's like, because Mike's so connected, he knows, he follows all this stuff, right? And then
know.
Well, right. But I mean, you're the guy who would know eventually earlier than everybody else. So here's the thing. you knew first. And here's the thing. Grab this, grab the 86 if you can do it with the FlexPay, hang on to them. You have until the end of January to send them back and we will still refund your money. But here's what you wanna do. You gotta get them tonight because one, they're gonna be sold out. We'll not have them back unless Mike miraculously comes up and finds more or can buy more from other people. But if you have it, hang on to it. And month after month as we head into January, especially when we get to the brand new year and the launch of the new 2021, watch what happens to these two coins when we hit that point. So I'm just saying, if you're at home and you're like, okay, I really don't get this, just, you know, really, when Mike gets incredibly, he's always excited. But when he gets really crazed, that's when you know you pull the trigger and you say, okay, I'm gonna grab these coins. Mike, that is genuinely a very exciting news story.
Yeah, well, it is from a collecting standpoint and just informational. So now everybody finally knows. The problem is nobody's going to have the coins. If you're not literally listening tonight, there's no way for you to get this, okay?
Right.
There's no way for you to get this because this 86 and 87 coin, like I said, with the bridge core right here is 100% exclusive to us. Secondly, even if you know, go out and try to find 86 American Silver Eagles right now or even 87 American Silver Eagles. Because what has happened is, so now we're coming into this 2021. And already the demand for American Silver Eagles, it is a fever pitch. I mean, we have people doing what I call frantic panic buying. You know, they're just going crazy for 2020s when they're available from the United States Mint. Well, now everybody has to go back and collect that first year, 86. And now we know only 86 and 87 were the only exclusive San Francisco minted coins. As a matter of fact, it is just one of those things where it's just one of those issues where I believe it may be the only year, you know, I'm reviewing the tapes, if you will. It's really the only year that all of the American Silver Eagle coins were made at the San Francisco Mint. That's it. Only these 2 years. Only the first 2 years.
That's
so they're
cool.
Critically important. So as demand explodes as we come into next year, we are offering, and I'm glad that we do this every year, a literal, nobody in the coin industry has ever given you 120-day money-back guarantee. Ever. I mean,
Never.
Ever.
Right. So again, that's a really great reason why shopping tonight is great because again, watch what happens. It's so much fun to have that coin and then you keep it, watch on the internet, see what's going on, find out what's going to happen. I think you're going to be so happy.